Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. We were contemplating on the process of meditation, how to turn inward. Sri Ramakrishna says, if you float on the surface, will you get the gems lying deep below the sea? You'll be just tossed when you are on the surface of a sea, ocean. As you go deeper, it will be silent and you will get the gems there. How to dive within, go to the core of our own existence. We were contemplating on it. Turn inward, dive within. In turning inward, what obstructs our turning inward is the external world around, bodily conditions and our ego. So we must become independent, not affected by the external world, no holding anything of the world, taking everything to be belonging to God. Nothing belongs to me here. Neither body nor the contents of this world. I have come, taken a body here, I am going to leave that body and go away. So, just a temporary stay here for a few years of our life. We don't know how many winters we are going to stay here in this world. What to hold on to. Similarly, when we leave the whole, release the whole and understand the contents to be belonging to God, I am only a trustee of the property and family which God has provided for our evolution, our nature has provided for working out our karmas. Then we are free from that, we are free from the bodily. If we don't misuse, disuse or overuse this body, just to serve the purpose of living here to attain God. Only one condition for realizing God is I have only one purpose. For your sake I am keeping this body alive. For your sake I am attending to all duties of my life, looking after the family, doing all the things that are essential for me to live here. My debts to the society, my debts to the nation, all this I am repaying. Just because I want you. With that awareness, I will be doing so that bodily conditions do not affect me. I become independent because body is constantly changing. We will not much understand when our health is in good condition. We don't understand when we are young and healthy. As the old age comes, as the diseases conquer, many have no opportunity in their life to see health at all. By birth, they are disabled. Some are not able to think properly. So many shortcomings, all that we have to overcome. But who have been blessed to be healthy and stable in mind, they must dedicate to higher life. For others, we need to pray. Then the ego is overcome by service to others, cultivating of humility to be a servant of this world, and implicit obedience to the elders. That's what we do. So this has to be brought into our life, in common life of the who are living in the world, in any position, in any status, under any power, I must cultivate extreme humility. At the same time, be stick to myself, so much clear regarding myself and my life. I don't keep any step which is harmful to the society, harmful to the nature. Then everyone, my humility is not misused, exploited. When I seek something, there is no guilt within, then everyone accepts you. The moment I start seeking something, expecting something, demanding something of this world, and try to be a hypocrite, then the even small, very little degree, suppose 90% also you are in good way living, the 10% makes people not to accept you. People may exploit you. All this fear will be there. When you are walking on the path of dharma, on the path of righteousness, you will never have that fear. Yes, I have done my duty. Nothing can harm me. The purpose of human life is to transcend the nature and go, not to live here comfortably. So this understanding makes us slowly release from the external things, dive within. In diving we see there are obstructions, various obstructions we pass through and undergo. The main things are mind becoming sleepy, nidra. When the thoughts are removed from the mind, when thoughts are suppressed, in meditation, I must get absorbed. Sri Ramakrishna says here, in meditation, you must get absorbed within. So in that absorption, turning inward and going within, when I try to get absorbed within myself, I will see that the absorption in God, in things spiritual, I am not accustomed, I am not clear. When I say a pen or a table, you are very clear, concrete thing. When we say God, we are not concrete. When I say mind, what is that mind? We clearly do not have the understanding of what is mind, how the vrittis appear, how the vrittis go, what is this content of mind, how does it originate, how can I identify the mind, what are the dimensions of mind. All this we are not very clear, vague understanding of the term mind, senses. All these are body, we are clear externally. But internally we do not know how it is functioning, what are the things, how nature is making it alive, keeping it alive, how the food is digested, how things go. We will not be able to, we may read in the books, but we don't perceive, we don't experience neither the food getting split nor getting absorbed as nutrition. We don't feel. So we don't even know physical body entirely, but external only form alone we can understand. So here we see that the moment thoughts are suppressed, I don't want the worldly thoughts to come. The moment I start avoiding the thoughts coming, the natural tendency is to enter into sleep. That should never happen. Even from the first day, you must, if at all it is unavoidable that you are feeling sleepy anytime during meditation, keep the eyes open, sit in front of a shrine or a picture of the Ishtadevata and gaze at it. When you are sitting in the shrine, you are trying to meditate and you are entering into sleep, don't close your eyes at all. Keep it open and look around, look with the Then slowly, if there is no sleep only, you will be able to enter into. Otherwise, sitting and sleeping itself becomes a habit that you can never enter into meditation in your rest of the life. So from the beginning, we have to see that many times so many sincere sadhakas, they immediately open their eyes and stand for the whole period. Or go and take rest first, finish that part of sleep, but it never leaves. However amount of sleep you give to this body and mind, it demands more, it demands more. Actually, for a healthy man who is not attached to anything in the world, 4 hours of sleep is sufficient for sadhakas. Brahmanandaji Maharaj used to say, if anybody sleeps more than 4 hours a day, then it is a disease. That itself is a disease. So 4 hours is quite sufficient. We may need a little more sometimes. Up to 6 is tolerable because mind records unwanted things. Sleep is required only for the sake of emptying the mind. If you are aloof in the world, doing all the duties, not recording anything anywhere, then you will see it is not at all necessary. Things will go on without it. So here we see in this one that the nidra you have to overcome. Then kashaya, any thought that is making it muddy. In mud water you cannot see the bottom. So muddy, kashaya. Some thought constantly bothering. Some attachment, some expectations, some demands. Usually expectations. Almost all people in the family life, you see that one person is troubling and that possesses the mind, it will not allow him to meditate. That whole mind and heart will be on that person. It will be constantly thinking, he is troubling me, she is making me, is bothering me. She is a constant pest, like giving problems. He is like this, my child is like this, something. I have expectations, but they cannot be what they are because their past is such, and I cannot expect them to change unless I pour love, sacrifice lot of time and this one, giving the necessary education and understanding, knowledge, that they start behaving. That knowledge will make them. But it is extremely difficult. One of the things is, I have not crossed my own limitations, so I cannot help anybody to come out of their limitations. So we have to do all our duty and leave it to the divine finally. And don't take it on your own shoulders, everything. As much as you can do without any selfish interests to transform whoever is under your responsibility and finish it off and keep the mind calm and collected every moment so that in meditation this kashaya do not form. Be clean, clear. Oh, this I cannot. God alone has to change. Leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it. These things bothering you will not be there. And God is there to take care of everything, everywhere. We are here for a few days, we are going away. So let us do our duties perfectly and offer it to the divine as our offering to the Lord. Then the kashaya, then there is wavy, thoughts coming and going, unwanted. These are things which are bothering us in a different way. Now, the kashaya is something, somebody has scolded me, somebody has used a harsh word upon me. These will be remaining. It will be constantly changing, but it remains. The other thing is, I have no, it is not concerned with me. I have read some news regarding politics here, there, that is happening. It is not connected with my life. Still, those thoughts appear and start making commotions in my mind. I hear some news somewhere. All this. You have to leave those things as it is. But read, if you want to read or understand, just glance at it in such a way that it doesn't enter into you. Understand as a knowledge. When we try to understand, there will be a sense of likes and dislikes. Some injustice somewhere, some war is taking somewhere. On that we have judgment, on that we have comments to do. It is not concerned with my life. Only thing, those places, suppose war is taking place. Now, when I sit, I read about that or I hear about that, and then when I sit for meditation, those thoughts will be coming. I need that information for my life. I have to participate in the society. But in such a way, you see that you offer it as a prayer, keep it as a knowledge, where you can help in what way. That's all. Just, and that help or anything you are going to give will be a worship unto God. Everything bring divine into picture, God into picture. Whatever information, whatever knowledge you get, whatever news you get, from the morning till night, night to morning, whatever happens, just see the divine will, pray and offer. Not you are not keeping quiet, you are not neglecting, you are not overlooking. If you read a newspaper or if you see a now war situation, then I have some judgments and likes and dislikes. This creates the commotion in the mind. When you view this as something divine will, nature's, how the nature is interfering, try to bring that divine into picture so that it will not remain in you as a force. Then all those things, entire thing, you offer it at the feet. You take care. We are not keeping quiet. We are getting it as a knowledge and understanding. We are offering it to God because I am not able to go and help it in any way. And it should not bother me, my evolution, my inward diving, it should not affect. So I am taking care in most of the ways, whatever way I can do. So this way makes me free from all things. I am getting news, I am getting understanding, everything, not only politics and other things, day-to-day family life, with the field of work and activities. I am not concerned, it does not affect me. Still, it does create some impressions on the mind which will be disturbing. So bring divine into picture. So that because we are helpless, we can't do anything, we cannot alter anything in this universe, in nature. Everything is governed by its own law, the law of nature. Everyone has the cause and law of karma, laws of cause and effect. Whatever we do in this nature, we have to experience its result in one way or other. So don't try to interfere in the nature's working. We can't. So this is the whole thing. Then from Kashaya, we Nidra, Kashaya and Vikshipta. Vikshipta is waves coming, you can't see. So when you are keeping everything, participating in the world uninvolved in the way that you are not affected. Are you totally uninvolved? No. I am offering it to the divine. I am praying for them. What all I can do, I am doing within my capacity and be free. So this one also is crossed, and then mind becomes mudha, like becoming like eyes. It is not nidra, it is neither nidra nor kashaya nor vikshipta. It is just, it becomes like ice. Water becoming ice, you can't see the bottom. You are sitting for meditation, just like a block of ice. You are not seeing anything within, you are not seeing outside. You are not aware of the what is outside, what is inside, nothing, everything else. This also, you must keep the mind always alert. Jagrata, Jagrata. Awaken that mind. Awaken. The moment it tries to become blunt, it is the moment it tries to become like ice, a block that cannot be moved. Immediately change its nature, change its features, wake it up. Oh, why are you sitting? What you have to dive within, go deeper within you. The deeper, what do we mean by deeper? We become indifferent to the external world. We become indifferent to the physical bodily existence to the extent I am not aware of it. The awareness is withdrawn. The awareness of the external world withdrawn is the depth we go within. He is in deep sleep. When do we say he is in deep sleep? When he is less aware of the external. To the maximum extent, he is unaware of the external world. He is unaware of the body. A snake moving on his body, he is not able to recognize something has moved on his legs. Now this is the depth we see, deep sleep. Similarly, you are entering into deeper means you are becoming so conscious of the what is in your front. You are trying to imagine the picture of your Ishtadevata in your heart. You are finding the lotus, the 8-petaled red lotus in your heart. You are so much involved in it, so much clearly you are visualizing it that you have become unaware of the world. And slowly you are trying to see the picture of your Ishtadevata, the personality, as if a person is sitting within you. Clearly you experience, you visualize. From imagination, we begin with the imagination. From imagination, we enter into deeper, clearly viewing one by one features. How Sri Ramakrishna is sitting, how are his hands, how are his feet, how he looks like a person who carves a picture in stone or makes a clay image. How much clear he is about the picture, whole the picture of the or formation of the body from every angle. Suppose you are giving bath to Sri Ramakrishna, how you are moving about around. You are sitting and rubbing his feet. You are standing and pouring the water on shoulders. In different angles, in every angle, how you standing in every part, every point, you must be able to visualize the whole picture. Then only you will be able to carve. Suppose you want to carve from wood, how clear the picture of it must be there. The image must be there, entered within you. Now, when we wanted this one, elephant, stone elephant for the ashrama in Holy Mother's Rock, we went to the artist, this sculptor. He asked, what size do you want? Then he said, I'm going to write this picture, you see. Fine elephant he drew on the wall. Then we said, it is slightly smaller we need. Then the next Next wall, he wrote, adjacent to it, he wrote another elephant, so clear, exact replica. It is reduced. We said it becomes smaller. I want to be in between size. He wrote another place, exactly. You see that whole body has shrunk, whole body has expanded proportionately. Any picture you ask for, a god, image of a particular, suppose I want Vishnu's picture or the Dwarapalaka's picture, how they draw. And when stone comes, he will come, and he is an artist. He doesn't do the carving, but he writes on that stone, and he goes on watching how he is carving. He first picture puts the rough cutting, and then this one who is carving will finish the rough cutting. Means in the artist mind, then from the sides, every bit he goes on touching. Here you have to remove this. Here you have to. Both are so clear. The person who sculpts away and one who is drawing. The whole picture in this, they register so clear. It is registered in his mind. Whatever size you want, you can increase. Whatever size you want to decrease, you can decrease. How clear. Like that much of clarity that you are able to do the carving of an image. Same thing you are doing within now. The same process you are adopting within. That you know what is Sri Ramakrishna, how he was sitting. You see the three-dimensional picture in your mind in all respects, and you see, oh, this is Sri Ramakrishna. And you will feel it with the consciousness. Chaitanya, it is Chidghanakaya. This body is made up of not matter, not of this anything of this world. It is the inner content is pure consciousness, Shuddha Chaitanya. Chaitanya Ghana, Chidghana, Kaya, Sharira. Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dritavikraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha.